Hi love, it's Dulcie and welcome to day 5 of your best year yet. Before we get into today's work, I want to tell you a little something about how this section came to be. When I first created this challenge a year ago, the Orient part, the looking ahead without ruining your life bit, was the last piece I built. Partly because I was excited to talk about values and reflection, and partly because, if I'm honest, I was living like a woman with 12 tabs open and absolutely no homepage. One tab for ambition, one tab for overwhelm, one tab for should I buy another new notebook even though I already have 12, one tab for brunch, another floating tab saying get your life together that kept going to a 404 error. I wasn't falling apart, but I definitely wasn't being intentional either. I was pouring energy into everything at once and then wondering why I felt stretched, uncertain, and slightly allergic to my own calendar. When I sat down to do the Orient work for myself, properly and honestly, it shifted something. It helped me see where my attention actually needed to go in 2025, and equally important, where it didn't need to go. I stopped guilting myself for not tending to every single area of my life at the same intensity. I gave myself permission to nurture some parts, stabilize others, and consciously leave a few alone. It meant the choices I made last year were cleaner, calmer, and laced with intention rather than panic or obligation. And that is exactly what I want this part of the challenge to unlock for you this year. Today is not about fixing your whole life. It's about figuring out the bits that deserve your kindness, your energy, and your attention in the season you're stepping into, and the bits that can genuinely wait without you spiraling. So part 1 is the wheel of life. You're going to look at the 10 areas of your life together as one whole picture. It's like zooming out just enough to see the landscape rather than staring at one tree. You'll score each area twice. Where you are now, having got through 2025, and where you'd like to be in a year's time. The scale goes from 1 to 10, so think of 1 as this part of my life needs a lot of work, and 10 as this part feels really strong and satisfying right now. When you do your desired 2026 scores, I'm not asking you to raise every one. I don't want you to chase 10s in every area. Some areas just need steadiness. Some might intentionally be low because they're just not the focus of this season. Stability is still a win. Once you've marked each set of scores, connect those dots and just take a look at those 2 shapes. And you might want to ask yourself, which areas feel steady or settled? Which ones are calling for a bit more attention? Where might a small shift make the biggest difference? What surprised you or stood out when you saw everything together? Let this be information, not judgment. You're not diagnosing yourself, you're just observing. So part 2 is an exercise called Just One Thing. So once you've seen the shape of your life, the workbook invites you to choose one thing, just one, for each of the 10 areas. And this is where I need you to trust me. You are not committing to 10 simultaneous life upgrades. You are not creating a list of resolutions. You are not promising anything to anyone, not even yourself. These one things are simply options, possibilities, little future gifts. For each area, you're choosing one meaningful but manageable next step. Something that would make a real difference without collapsing under its own weight by mid-January. It might be a shift in routine, a boundary, a habit, a truth you've been avoiding, permission you're finally ready to give yourself. And if you're staring at an area thinking, I have absolutely nothing to report, then that tells you something too. Sometimes the emptiness is an invitation, and you can always come back to this at another time. Here's another tip. Use your body as a compass here. If an idea brings ease, clarity, or relief or energy, it belongs. If it brings tightness, dread, guilt, or mental gymnastics, let it go. I will never get tired of saying that the aim is not perfection. It never is. The aim is alignment and choosing what feels meaningful and possible right now. Don't forget to check back in with your values if you need help at this stage. Let me give you a bit of guidance about pacing. Remember, you do not need to finish this all in one go. You can split this across the day or over the next few days. You can take breaks. You can choose the easy areas first. You can skip and come back. You can write a sentence in some places, a whole paragraph in another, and maybe just a word in others. Your future self will not grade you. They just want you to tell yourself the truth. This work is not about becoming a brand new you. It's about supporting the current you with a little more intention, a little more care, and a lot more honesty. So that's today. You're orienting, not overhauling. You're noticing what feels ready to shift and what feels ready to be held. And you're acknowledging that you deserve to move into a new year with a clearer sense of what matters to you. So take your time with this section, let it unfold instead of forcing it, and trust whatever emerges. I'll see you tomorrow for day 6, one of my favorite parts of the challenge, where we bring everything home with welcome. Bye.